We're back. This is entry number, it'll be on the screen. But today's video is going to be about some constant reminders for creatives, because it is so easy to forget how beautiful and how amazing you are. So if you're watching this, just take it all in. Take it all in. Even if you don't believe it right now, because there are definitely some times where I'm watching some videos and I'm just like you hear it and you've heard it several times, but it's not clicking. So watch this video until it clicks. But yeah, so number one I want to say is your place, your presence has purpose. You may not believe it, but it does. And you have a reason why you do it. So keep doing that and trust that. It's so easy to think like there's so many people, there's, you know, it's an oversaturated market, but like it's oversaturated, but people are still growing. People are still coming up every single day. So what makes you think that that can be you? That's how you have to think about it. There's positives and negatives to everything, but like if you want to do it and you feel like you are called to do it, then do it. Because the way that you do it is not the way that anyone else does it. Your genetic code is sexy. Don't ever forget that. How you look, how you sound, how you articulate your thoughts, how you put it together visually, verbally, like it's your combination, and that's what makes you unique. Like Beyonce said, unique. That's what you are. So that's number one, is don't forget you. In the midst of the whole world, don't forget you. Your presence has purpose. And keep doing it, because you really never know. You really never know. Somebody in Australia could be watching this and being like, oh my God, she's so amazing, she's so this. And I'm sitting here thinking I'm just talking to myself, which I am. But like, you just never know. And never knowing, uncertainty is so beautiful. Don't let me get started on the 7 spiritual laws, because I can grab my book. But that's number one. Number two, one is better than none. I have to say this because we're in a world filled with like mass consumption, and everyone's looking at the numbers and the rate at which they're growing, like how fast. There are some people who like never gain traction. They see like 2 people watching and they get excited. And there are some people who, you know, everybody started at 0, then they see 15,000 and they're like, but that person gets 20,000 in an hour. Okay, I'll try again next time. And it's like, things like that don't really even matter, because at the end of the day, you're still getting supported. And if you're looking and comparing yourself to any other metric or person, it's probably because there's a lack of gratitude there, and there's probably some lack mindset that you have to work out within that. But you gotta remember that one is better than none. That each person watching, listening, is literally a complex being with a life. They could have kids, they could have a dog, they could have this. If we really paid attention to all the people that are watching and thought about all of the lives and the responsibilities that they have, and they stopped to give you their attention, which is the most expensive form of currency, into their mind, which is our best form of real estate, like, come on. Remember that one is better than none. Even if you are the one sitting there watching your content, you better be grab your popcorn and loving it because you took time and you wanted to. You did it. Let it be, because you just never know. Just like number one, you just never know. You plant a seed and some sprout, some don't. There's gonna be a harvest at some point, babe. You just gotta weather it. And keep doing it because you want to. Number 3, you don't always have to be working or show that you're working. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one, because it's easy to just be on go, or to naturally start looking at what other people are doing and be like, ooh, gotta get up. I gotta do this. I gotta do this right now. No. Like, they're doing it. No. Take your time. Chill out, grab some tea, whatever you gotta do, chill out. You know that when you have the energy to do something, you will do it to the best of your ability. Sometimes you don't have all the energy, and like, listen to your body. Because I can say that when I don't have the energy and I'm forcing myself to do it, like I can feel myself forcing it to do it. It's not a part of like a routine that I'm trying to do. That's when sometimes my content doesn't turn out the greatest, and I'm just like overthinking and redoing it 25 times versus, okay, I don't feel like it, but I still have the energy. You know what I mean? What energy are you acting out of? Are you acting out of like, I gotta do this because like I need to pay the bills by tomorrow? Or you're doing it because like you're trying to keep the pace and keep the consistency flowing? What energy are you doing it out of? So don't forget that you don't always have to be working. You can take a break. You can take some time off. You know what I mean? It's literally all up to you. But what's going to happen for you, it's going to happen. Whether you do it today, tomorrow, whether you post it today, tomorrow, in the grand scheme of life, does it really make that much of a difference? You know what I mean? And some of the best ideas come to you when you just let them. When you're just there and you just let them. Think about that. Number 4. Oh, number 4 is my phone died, so I don't have my little list. But number 4 is, what is number 4? Oh, number 4 is progress is better than perfect. Progress is better than perfect. It is so easy to fixate on the little things. I can say that so truly. It is so easy to fixate and be like, oh, I don't have the DSLR, I only have my phone, I don't have this. And it's like, none of that has to be the determining factor of why you don't get what you want. Progress is better than perfect. Starting and doing. You hear it all the time. Starting, doing. The first step is the hardest. And it will always be the hardest. It's never going to get easier. I don't like the word never, I'm so sorry. But it's not going to get any easier until you start doing it. And seeing like, this is not too bad. You know what I mean? The more you practice, the better you get, the more confident you feel in what you're doing. And then along the way, you don't even realize it, but people will be like, oh my God, you're so great at this. And you'll be like, oh, it's just something I do, because you've become so confident, because you've practiced and you've just done consistently for the sake of getting better. Number 5 is, I'm trying to remember this. Number 5 is, hold on. That's my thinking dance. Number 5. What is number 5? Okay, we're gonna change number 5 because I remember number 6, but I don't remember number 5. Number 5 is believe until you become. That is something that, I don't know if I'm the one that made it, but I feel like I did, so I'm gonna say that I made it. Believe until you become. Because even if you're the only one, belief is literally what takes anything to the next level. If you believe that this cup of water is going to, there's no cup of water here, I'm just letting you know, that this cup of water is going to save you from oblivion, it will. It will. Because your mind is what you need to focus on to move forward. For real. How you think is really what's most important. Because what you do is based off of how you feel or how you think about yourself. Everything around is based off of this. You can manifest what you have in here out loud if you believe that it can be, and you take these little actions. You know what I mean? You know, some people believe that like just believing is it. Believing is great. Believing is awesome. But I tell my mom sometimes, I'm like, you know, faith without works is dead. You know, maybe whoever you believe in, whether it's God, Jah, the universe, they might know that you want it. But when you put a little action and they can see that you want it, they're like, okay, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Because I see that you want it now. I know that you want it, but I'm like waiting for you to act and just show me a little bit. Just give me a little bit, and just so we can see, we can make something shake. How bad do you want it in essence? Because once you start to convince yourself how bad you want it and it starts to show out loud, things can start to change real quick. Real quick. Once you start to do the little things, even if it's some research, or you start to follow some pages, or you start to tap into certain podcasts, that can start to put you in a better position, way closer than where you would be if you just kept thinking and overthinking and never acting on it, doing any research. I still don't remember number 5. What is number 5? Hold on. Come on. It's eating me up. If I don't remember it, it's fine. But I really want to. What is it? Just, we're gonna do my think dance again. Bet you see stars. Bet you. Cause that's not helping. Where's number 5? Let me see. So it's on my other. So one of my phones died. Let me see if it's on. Brief intermission. I don't know if it's this one. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I want to love you. Okay. Number 5 is. I know number 5. Okay. Because I had to get a reminder. I completely forgot about this. But when you're. So this is number 6, technically. Number 6. When you're stressed, seek rest. And a lot of these tips, I'm going to say, I've got from all of the podcasts and books and podcasts and books and videos that I've watched that have helped me so much to be able to share. Because what is knowledge if you're not going to share it? Like, that's just, you're hoarding for what? Knowledge is better when it's shared and passed on. But number 6 is when you're stressed, seek rest. There is nothing better than a little nap or an hour extra of sleep that can reinvigorate you, and you're going to wake up wanting to run like a marathon or a 5K. You know what I mean? So next time you're a little stressed, maybe read a little book or just lay down. Take a 15-20 minute nap. I'm not a nap person, I could say that, but I do believe that if you're stressing about something, sleep is the only way. It's really the only way, because when your mind is like racing and fixating on one thing, or like super stressed and you don't feel like you have any control, like, might as well just surrender. And I feel like the easiest form of surrender is sleep. Is literally sleep. Because you're telling your mind, like, hey, let's just, at least you're telling your body, I'll say you're telling your body, because your mind can still be up, but you're telling your body to rest, which will give your mind a little break. So I hope some of these helped. These are things that I tell myself constantly, and in addition to that, keep consuming positive content. That's what I say, because it really does help when you're in a rut. Whether it's once a day you're watching or educating your mind in some way, shape, or form, that can really help as a creative, in addition to creating. And I didn't even say that. That's supposed to be one of the tips, I think. No, I did. In addition to creating on your own. But I hope these help, and I hope you had some fun watching this video, because I definitely did. But until the next entry, peace out. And yeah.